Hi, it's Steve here from eCycle Aggregates. Here we've got a large concrete crushing recycling operation going, and we've got a significant demand for a large gravel raft that we're doing on the projects in the rear. And we have a requirement to recycle approximately 35,000 cubes of GAP 65 equivalent. And yeah, we've chosen the Keys Track R3 to tackle that job. Some of the products that we're producing are a GAP 65 equivalent, where we've had that crush tested and sieve tested in the lab, and we believe that we've found an optimum product from some adjustments that we've made in the crusher. So behind us we approximately have about 9,000 cubes ready and processed to crush. One of the things that we're quite proud of is so far to date we've recycled around about 35,000 tonne of concrete. And yeah, we're quite proud that we've managed to keep that outside of the dumps. As you know, they're few and far between in Wellington now, and contractors have got to be doing something a bit better to kind of look after the future, I suppose. Other than the demand that we have for this project, we have started selling the product to the public and other local contractors, and then we have a significant demand for our other projects as well, where we're using this product for all the roading aggregates and footpath preps and pavement preps and whatnot. The boys are loving it, and it's gone down really good. I mean, that crushed concrete, we're a big fan of the product that it does produce.
Yeah, g'day there. I'm Bill from eCivil, part of a family-owned business that originated as John Everiss Contractors, which my brother-in-law and I ran until his passing in 2023. Part of that company is now eCycle Aggregates, which we're proud to be using crushed concrete on a lot of our projects. We're collecting concrete from other contractors within the Wellington area, crushing it and producing reusable aggregates for all our projects and so on. We're proud of this fact. It's not only aggregates, there could be soils and other bits that we will add to the repertoire of the company as it grows. eCivil is a contracting company that specialises in civil developments. It's run by myself and my two sons, Matthew and Stephen. From that, we, like I say, we do multi-unit developments. The concept of the company was to provide the whole package, basically. So a client would come to us and we would provide them drainage, roading, the whole earthworks package, basically, retaining walls, start to finish on the job. From that, we've generated eCycle. Earlier on in our history, we experienced with jaw crushers that we'd hired and hadn't had a huge success with them. We had a lot of problems with them binding up in the jaw with the concrete fines, but since purchasing our impact crusher that we've got now, we're absolutely blown away by the production that we're getting off the belt, and it's making the whole project a lot more cost effective than it previously appeared to do. I was reluctant to go down this way until I saw what it could actually do. So it's probably my fault that we've delayed the purchase of this, but now I think we're definitely on the right road. We've opened the doors to other contractors in the Wellington region. We're taking demolition material, concrete and so forth, recycling it, and in a lot of cases selling it back to them to use on their projects as well. And like I say, we've had it certified, it's been approved for roading, and the engineers to the project are very pleased with what we've been providing. We ended up purchasing our crusher through Equip 2. I've had quite a history with them, with our previous company. Bert has serviced us in providing rental machinery, rental crushers and so forth. And we were invited to a demonstration day, and from that we sort of grew, and he put us on to a guy, Logan, up in the Hawke's Bay, who had a couple of these crushers, and after talking to him and so forth, we opted to buy his newer one off him, and we did the deal through Bert and Equip 2, and basically from there it's been serviced and overhauled in their factory in the Wairarapa, and then was delivered, and we got optimum training from their guys, and now basically, as you can see, the whole machine is performing outstandingly. You couldn't ask for any more, basically. Huge parts backup. We had our mechanic go over there the other day to get some wear parts, and he was given a tour through the factory, and the store of spare parts. And yeah, he's been in the industry for 40 or 50 years, and he was amazed by what they had over there. So yeah, top marks. As you can see, another load going out. This has been utilised on one of the projects that Matthew's working on at the Banks Boulevard in Whitby. He manages that one. Stephen's out here overseeing this, and I just float around the jobs and give assistance where I can. It's a true family business. It's a vision that they had to do civil work, both Matt and Steve, and I've come on board to help them until my retirement.
One of the things that we're most proud about is how much of this concrete we're recycling and keeping out of our tip sites. If you're a local contractor in Wellington, you realise how kind of limited they are now. We're kind of running out of places to tip, and it's quite cool that we can recycle and reuse the product. So far, we've probably done approximately 6, 7 or 8 times this stockpile, so it's a significant amount that we're contributing. I'm a director of both Everiss Civil and eCycle Aggregates. On this particular project here, we have got the main contract for the full civils package, where we are developing 150,000 square metres of commercial industrial land. In that, it involves 32,000 squares of pavement surfacing, of which we'll be using this crushed concrete for the roading aggregate. We got full stormwater, sewer and water servicing, as well as various things like way bridges and utility service bridges and all sorts of things. So really excited for what the next couple of years will bring for us and the team. What we have found is there's a huge demand from the clients for a contractor that can look after the full package, and we constantly try to evolve each area in our business to do that. We invest heavily in technology, to really improve the accuracy and the rework of what we can do, and obviously the speed and the performance that we can do it in. We pride ourselves on the standard of work that we can deliver, and we keep trying to lift that bar and keep trying to push further and further. In this particular area here, we've laid approximately 30,000 squares of gravel raft, of which we've used a strandable layer of the recycled concrete. As you can see here, it's knitted together really well, and we just carried out a beam deflection test last Friday, and we were seeing 1 millimetre or less in deflection, which we were really happy with, and so were the engineers. So we're ready to roll the grid out and start our next strandable layer. One of the cool things about our crusher is the amount of dust that can be controlled with the internal sprinkler system. So right now we've just got that hooked into the water main, and as you can see, very little dust is coming off in full operation. That, and another thing to consider was the noise that this particular crusher makes was far less than the other crushers we had on hire, and that gives us more opportunities with where we can use this piece of kit. We're able to transport it around on our own transporter without any permits. It's awesome. It's very nice to talk about all the cool features that the crusher has, but the most important thing of all is the product that it makes. And we've had this tested in the lab, and we managed to get it into the optimum curve of density. A cool thing to talk about is the relationship that we've had so far with Equip 2. And like any contractor knows, when your kit does break down for whatever reason, getting you back on the road is just so important. And we know that they're only a phone call away, and they can have an expert over here that day. And it was much like that when we set up the crusher. We were all a bit excited and wanted to see it crushing a bit of concrete, and they sent someone over that afternoon to give us a full induction and set us up with how to use the kit.